Well, there's a lot of arguing going on. Check this story out,
right.
okay? Sports can bring out the best in us. It can also bring out the worst. Unfortunately, in recent years, we have seen a lot more of the worst, bad behavior, particularly among parents, prompting youth referees, umpires, and coaches to remove themselves from the games. One former volunteer umpire has watched this behavior go downhill for years, but says more recently, it has just gotten plain ugly. Guys, I did some research on this morning. According to the National Federation of State High School Association, there's been a loss of about 50,000 referees and umpires nationwide since 2018, 2019. Now, a portion of that has to do with the pandemic. People never came back. However, most of it, according to this article, says this is purely based on parent behavior. And spring sports season is here now. Baseball, softball, soccer, it's all happening right now.
People's behavior in general in public has gone down to me. The interaction has gone down in general. That's sad because I love referees and ump. I'll cheer the ump sometimes during a game or the referee and go, "Hey, good job, buddy."
I mean, just about every state has had to cancel some sort of youth game because of the lack of referee, umpire, and what have you.
I was a youth umpire for probably a decade.
You'd probably be good at it, man.
I was pretty good. I never threw anyone out of the game. Looking back, I wish I had. But I would always say one thing to the coaches when they would start acting up. I'd pull them in, because they'd get mad, they'd run out. Everybody, they'd get fired through the game. I'd call them out. I'd say, "Hey, coach, you're embarrassing yourself in front of the kids."
Nice.
And immediately they'd go, "All right."
Gotcha.
And they'd go sit back down. That was a good way to diffuse the situation because it causes them to stop and look around and go, "Oh man, everybody's looking at me, including the kid. My kid is looking at me right now." Some of them were hotheads and it didn't matter, but most of the time, saying that one thing to them would calm them down or at least get them to shut up.
I know it's
they're human. Everybody's fallible. The umps are fallible. Refs are fallible. I mean, everybody take some patience.
Sports is highly emotional. It is highly emotional when it involves your kids. But let me assure you, these umpires are not out there to screw your kid. You know what I mean? They're not out there to make your kid look like an idiot, to embarrass your kid, to get it wrong. They're out there, in many cases, volunteering so that your kid can have a really cool experience. Your kid is not going pro. All this money, that you are spending.
There is some that go pro, man. But not likely.
But not like all this money you're spending on all this equipment and all of these camps and all of this.
You're breaking hearts right now, man. You're breaking hearts.
Your kid is not going pro.
You know what should happen?
Let him have some fun.
Hashtag the 9 if you want to say something.
I'm going to tell you what should happen. In a lot of these leagues, especially where they don't have enough umpires or referees, parents have to volunteer every one game a year. You got to be behind the plate calling balls and strikes. See how hard that is for you.
But then you got to do one parent per team. Because if your kid is on that team, you're just out to get my kid. You're favoring your team.
I think it's the same thing why everybody should have to be a server at a restaurant. So you understand that's hard. That's not easy.
The one thing I think people should keep in mind is we all just got off work and came to this game. Including the ref.
Yeah.
We all just got off work and got here, man. Everybody just take a relaxing moment.
This guy needed a relaxing moment. He was a guy on a Southwest flight, and he had an epic meltdown. This is bad.
First time you're seeing it?
Yeah. An epic meltdown on a plane over a crying baby. Watch it.
Has been crying for 40 minutes. Lower that, and you can't put your about things like that. Calm the child down, please. I had headphones on. I was sleeping. Why is the baby yelling? I'm not screaming. You want me to scream? You want me to scream? Please stop the baby from crying. Please. What will be happening right now? I know you're not going there. You're not going there. We're not in Florida yet. You can't do what the feel like. I was asleep the whole time. You haven't served me anything. I
try to keep my calm, but if I wasn't on this plane,
there's a child crying on the flight, stop.
All right, so that was
Terrible and great.
a
It's
flight.
terrible and great at the same time, right?
Flight was
Yeah.
bound for Orlando. The plane was delayed due to bad weather. Eventually, the man was taken off the plane by security and police. Southwest has issued a statement calling him out for unacceptable behavior. I agree completely. Some people are defending his rant, asking why the crew didn't do more to help calm down the screaming infant. Give me a break. You are an adult, sir. You are an adult. That is an infant child. Well, you got laughing at that. That's so uncalled for.
Look, I've been on these planes. I've flown with 2 kids. I laughed my butt off watching this because I think I laughed at the reaction because the flight attendants, as you can tell, they're the security guards. Like everybody was just like, I kind of know what you're talking about.
Even the guy recording it is laughing.
Yeah, I mean,
it's just
so we
what are you
all
gonna
felt
do?
like that. Probably, like I actually would have been mad if it prevented my plane from taking off.
From taking off or landing,
Yeah, taking off or landing. That's why I would have gotten mad, but I think that's pretty funny because in that scenario where I wasn't on the plane, we've all felt like that. Shut your kid up.
I know, and it's
Yeah, but it was a baby.
I know.
It was
I
a
know.
baby crying. This is a grown man making a scene. You know who made more of a scene on that plane, the baby or that grown man? You
The
tell
grown
me.
man. The
The
grown
grown
man
man did.
did.
And he was making the parents of that baby, he was pointing the finger at them. Everybody on the plane was now looking at them, and who knows if they were trying. I hope they were trying. All you want on a plane is for those parents to try.
I agree.
And if they were, I feel terrible for them, and shame on that guy.
I feel like everybody was looking at the guy. He was making a fool of himself, and he'd had his limit, and he was just letting it out. And the flight attendants knew it, and they were just kind of biding their time and trying to talk him down. But he was asleep.
What do you think? Anything you want to talk about? Share your thoughts. Big stuff.
He was going to Orlando. He was going to Disney. Everybody on that plane, his kids going to Disney. He was going to Vegas.
You cannot get on a plane to Orlando and not expect crying baby.
I'd have cut my monitor off and listened to that guy. That is entertaining.